It's lonely being alone. Let's see what he has to say about this. So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out here alone. Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to all requests radio station. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. This is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set that night? Real booming loud. Maybe that has to do something with it. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard the gunshot. Can you prove that? No. No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember the moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Okay, what the DJ was saying. What did he say? Mr. Wright, please cease the pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow this question only if you see a reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court what the radio announcer's saying when you heard the gunshot. Just when he said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot." This is the most ludicrous testimony I ever heard. There is one gleaming ray of hope in there. It's almost Christmas, so that means it was not 12. It was before that. The first shot was before 12. It wasn't, both the shots weren't after 12. So that's, this actually helps us, right? I gotta press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Alright, I'm gonna press that, see what he has to say about it. Alright, press it. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had the real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karmel's right. I'm not sure how this helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I ever heard. It's after I had to do that thing that Lotta Hart had. There's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I'll have to press it until we get okay. Alright, where is it? Present. I gotta present this thing again because it says 12, right? Just after midnight. 2 sounds after midnight, not before. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. You're trying to scare me. You better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshots, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But the contradictions to 2 testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the gunshots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight? However, this witness says he heard gunshots before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claims he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He can't forget a sexy voice. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence! There was a gunshot before midnight. Do I show him the gun? Oh... It was after midnight. How do we tell if it's after midnight? Shows an empty lake taken automatically at 12:24 at 11:50 p.m. Oh my god! Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamps on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by the automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Ah, correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard the gunshot, it was most definitely Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that in that case. Then where does this leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is in fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, the night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Rabble, 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 what does this mean? Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed triggered the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gun? Please show the court evidence if you sift. Well, it has to be the gun, right? The gun's our only thing, not the bullet, the gun. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. What? Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened on the lake. I don't understand. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separately by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh. I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in the case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes! If we don't figure this out now, we'll overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch that I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up the entire case.
Rebel, rebel, rebel! He's pulling shit off his ass! Rebel, rebel, rebel!
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? I can't remember what happened in the last case. Because it's been like 3 months. It's 4 months since I played it. So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer than him, Miles Edgeworth himself. Oh wait, the murderer and Edgeworth. The murderer was with Edgeworth. The murderer got murdered. The murderer got murdered! Oh my god! That's what happened! Wrong, Von Karma. That's what happened in the last case. The murderer got murdered. Right? No, wait. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? What am what the fuck? Am I remembering the last case right? The murderer got murdered. Yeah? Huh. Hold on. The murderer got murdered. No? Wait. What? Yeah, what? I don't even know anymore. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond. I don't even fucking know, dude. Hammond. Fuck it, I don't care anymore. We're on that boat. There was a gunshot fired in the boat, and Robert fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibilities, yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp of that photo is 0:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way the Edgeworths can be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who this sitting on the boat. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name. Right, it's... We don't know the murderer's name, right? No. Can't be Edgeworth because it's Edgeworth and the murderer. A lot of heart, she just wanted to be famous, and I don't know, right? Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time! I don't know because he never told us. The old man. Uncle. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, the old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not in the boat? Excuse me, I have hiccups. What? Well then, where did the place of the murder take? Show the judge where the murder really took place. It took place at the boat shop. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That's why he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. The night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at that time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop.
Rabble, how the hell he do this?
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this one out. That night, I started a new recording. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. That was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot and Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then, he got in a boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Edgeworth? What? Would be the caretaker, right? The boat caretaker. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, in this moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer has shot twice, because the first shot missed. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot, to ensure that anyone who heard the shot would look out onto the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired on the night of Gourd Lake. Everyone's speechless. What the fuck is this shit? Bailiff! Bring me out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, we would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard that the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. Or Hammond. It could have been Hammond. Hammond. Yeah. Or Haman, but Hammond. Hammond? Oh, whatever, Hammond. Hammond sounds correct. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at the midnight Christmas Eve. He said something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff. We are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We can't allow him to get away. So it was him. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. I guess without saying that I can't declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department realize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is the boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. He's that guy in the elevator that killed Edward's dad, right? As he said, he lost his memory about 10 years ago. And he had brain damage and stuff like that. That's what I think. I believe I said that before. And that's what I honestly think. Very well. Court is adjourned. Holy shit! Phoenix Wright pulled everything out of his ass. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our case weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry. The pain deep within my soul cannot be escaped. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. What?
What? You can't just leave it like that!
God damn it, I've already been playing for an hour. I'm gonna play for more. I want to figure out what the hell he wants to say. Alright, save and continue on.